I'm here outside the Garland Theater, a staple to the Garland community. The local treasure was built in 1945 and has stayed true to its vintage roots. The theater continues to bring joy to the Spokane community, and for a cheap price.
So I think it's important for everybody to be able to experience a movie on the big screen. In the summers, we do free movies for families. They can come in, it's just an animated film. It's just important for people to be able to have that getaway, and especially for families where if you go to AMC, all of a sudden your bill for your family is $100. We're trying to make it for a cheap fun day for parents and their kids to enjoy.
People from all over Spokane come to see shows at the Garland Theater, not just for cheap prices, but because of the one-of-a-kind environment that's hard to find anywhere else.
Opening day, they got messages from Bing Crosby and Bob Hope and other famous celebrities at the time, congratulating the theater on its opening. I'd say the biggest draw is definitely the nostalgia factor and the cost. There's people, like I said, that have grown up in the town and they've come here their entire lives, and then there's other people who are that seems like a cheap, fun date night.
The theater makes most of its money off concessions.
Most of our money is made from selling snacks at the concession stand, but also the bar has helped a lot. That opened about 10 years ago, and people could take their beer and wine into the theater, and that's been a really big pull for people.
With streaming services dominating the movie industry, some people believe theaters are on the way out. But the Garland has stayed thriving.
I'd say our other biggest moneymaker is when we show our cult classic film series, and just movies that people saw in the theaters back in the 80s, and they get to see it again today.
It didn't always look that way. In 2019, the Garland Theater was up for sale.
The owner's owned it for a long time now, and I think she's just ready to kind of move on to a different project. The reason it's been on the market so long isn't lack of offers. She's being very choosy about who takes on the theater next, because she wants to make sure it stays this Spokane gem and this family fun environment. So it's on the market, but it's not going to change once it's sold.
Through nearly 80 years of service, the Garland Theater has stayed strong through decades of change in Spokane. For GUTV, I'm Elise Jowett.